Hi guys, it's Katie. Today I'm going to show you how to make Filipino style adobo chicken. I'm going to make mine in the pressure cooker, but you could also do this in a slow cooker or just on the stove top. So let's get started. Alright, so to make this is very simple. I love this recipe because I can make it in a flash with things that I have on hand. What I have here is about 2 pounds of chicken legs. I take the skin off. That's my personal preference for pretty much any way that I make chicken. If you want to leave the skins on, that's fine. Cooking this in the pressure cooker also means that if you have frozen chicken or partially frozen chicken that hasn't thawed all the way, you can still make this and it'll turn out fine. So mine are thawed today, but you could do the same thing, just chuck in some frozen chicken legs. To season it is very simple, and again, things that I always have on hand. 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce, 3/4 of a cup of distilled white vinegar, and then I have a whole head of garlic. I just break it in half, that way that it, the flavor can get out more easily. But that's all the more that you need to break this down. It will just flavor that liquid. So a whole head of garlic. I have also many times used that pre-chopped stuff in the jar. Works perfectly fine. Just put a couple, like maybe 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of that chopped garlic in to get that equivalent. This is just a chunk of fresh ginger. This is the ginger that I keep in the freezer so it doesn't go bad. I can keep it for a long time. I've showed that tip a couple times, but I just cut off a chunk. You could also grate it with your microplane, and you could also use that pre-shredded stuff that you can also buy in a jar. I've done that many times. I have 2 bay leaves. I'm going to put those down in there, and I have about 1/2 teaspoon of whole peppercorns. You could also use regular ground pepper. My husband really likes the whole peppercorns. He's just really likes the amazing pop of flavor if you accidentally bite into one, so he likes them. You could also put those whole peppercorns in a little cheesecloth sachet so you can pull it out a little easier. Now I'm going to make sure all of those aromatics are down under the braising liquid and try to get the chicken down under the braising liquid as much as possible. Now you can see it's not covering my chicken, but as it cooks, liquid will come out of the chicken and mix with those other flavors, and it should cook evenly and season this evenly. And from here, you just need to cook it. So I'm gonna bring mine up to a boil, bring it up to pressure, and I'm gonna pressure cook it for maybe 20 minutes, or you could just simmer it in a pot. If you're gonna simmer it in a pot, you could open the lid a couple times and turn them over so they get evenly cooked and evenly seasoned. Or you could throw all this in a slow cooker, and I would say I would put it on low for 6 hours or so, however long. Now, as far as the meat that you use, I have bone-in chicken legs. A lot of times I'll also use bone-in chicken thighs or a combination of the two. You could also just use a whole chicken and use all of the different parts. So you'd have legs, thighs, breasts, wings, all of that. Just depends on the kind of chicken that you like. Dark meat and meat on the bone, I feel, does a better job in braised dishes like this. So that's why we choose this. So I will go ahead and cover it up and cook it. So I'll bring it up to pressure. Once it comes up to pressure, I'll turn it down just to maintain that pressure. And again, I'll cook it probably 20-25 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like once that's done. Alright, so actually I cooked this for 15 minutes, and what I'm going to do is just turn them over, because the side that's down inside the soy sauce will have a darker color and more flavor. So if you were cooking this in an open pot, you could turn this as it was cooking, but I am going to go ahead and just turn them over and let it sit. This broth is still pretty hot, so I just let it sit and some more of that flavor will soak into that sort of lighter side of the meat. And right now I'm just boiling up some rice, and I usually serve this with frozen vegetables, just reheated frozen vegetables. Since this is such a quick and easy meal, you could serve it with any steamed vegetables, steamed fresh vegetable, or a green salad. There's a lot of ways that you can go with this. I like to serve this over rice, and you can spoon over as much or as little of that braising liquid. It's a bit salty, so just be careful, but it is really delicious poured over the rice. You can even pour a little bit over your vegetables if you want. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Give it a try. Let me know how you like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.